Hey guys, how's it going? Markel here, back with our first budget device going into 2023, which is the Oppo A57. So this is a budget device that I picked up that was on sale. You know, they have that after Christmas New Year's Day sale here in Colombia. I'm in Medellin, Colombia, for those that didn't know. So let's take a look at this thing. So we get paperwork here, granted by Oppo. So first thing we get, yep, got the condom case, we get a SIM tray and paperwork, safety guide. Let's see what else we get in the box. Ooh, look at this, a charger. Don't see that very often. So this is the 33 watt charger, USB type A, which is what this is right here, USB type A to USB type C. All right, let's go ahead and yep, Oppo A57. A little bit of ASMR. Not bad looking phone. I do like this texture right here on the back. It's not like a regular texture and it's not slippery, and as you can see, it doesn't leave fingerprints. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook this thing up. All right guys, I'm back. I got all these apps on here and I've already used this thing for a couple days. So it's been a couple days since I did that unboxing and I've been using it. And I'm not going to run through all the specs. There's about 1,000 videos on YouTube already. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the specs and then I'm going to give you my experience. I'm going to show you some photos and video, and that's going to be it. Okay, no point of dragging this out. So this device has a 5,000 milliamp battery. It does have a fingerprint reader. Okay, it's not bad. It's kind of fast. It also has face unlock, which is it's okay. It's not the quickest, but it's fine. When it comes to the processor on this thing, it is super slow, okay? It has a Helio G35 processor. CPU isn't very good. When I tried to download Genshin Impact, it took approximately 20-25 minutes just for it to load. And then when it came time to load up the game, it took about an hour to get about 60%, and I gave up on it. So just to give you an idea, and this thing is gonna drop frames like crazy. Just opening it is up. It's the opening scenes for Genshin Impact, and as you can see, it's taking forever just for it to open up to get to it. That's the biggest thing I want you guys to know about this device. It's not a bad device. It has great stereo speakers. The display is only 720, okay? But, and you can see it's got drop frames already. And I haven't even downloaded the game. It just takes so long to try to download Genshin Impact or Asphalt 9 that I gave up. It was just taking way too long. And I'm not telling anyone not to get this, that this is a super bad device. I'm just giving you my experience using it, okay? First thing, when you first turn this device on, you can walk away and do something for 1.5 minutes up to 3 minutes, because that's how long it's gonna take just to turn on. Anywhere from 1.5 minutes to 3 minutes just to reboot and start up. No BS, real talk, okay? Now, if we go around the hardware of this thing real quick, you got a glass front screen here. The body itself is plastic. This back is plastic. There is no wireless charging, okay? But it does come with a super fast charger, 33 watts. And this thing will charge from battery completely dead, to 90% within about 45 minutes. That's how fast it is. Take a look at this back right here. I like that it doesn't leave a whole lot of prints. It will get a little smudgy and you can wipe it off, because I've been using it without a case. It did come with a screen protector here already. So this condom case don't look good with it on there to me. And because this back has this texture, it's not slippery, easy to hold in hand. Same with the side rails here. It works fine. You know, on the right side, you just get the power button that also doubles as your fingerprint reader. And you can remap this button to anything else. It gives you like 5 or 6 options. On this side over here, which is your left side, you get your SIM tray, which is a dual SIM tray that has expandable memory up to 1 terabyte. And then you get your volume rockers here. They're not bad. And if you notice, this is set up like an iPhone. Power button, volume rockers are over here. At the very top here, you get nothing. There's no microphone or nothing at the top. At the bottom, you do get a headphone jack. You get a microphone here, type C, and a stereo bottom speaker. Now, I will say this thing has very decent speakers on it for this price point of $147. So the stereo speakers here at the bottom and at the top, because at the top, this earpiece for phone calls also doubles as a speaker, an output speaker that's in stereo. And it actually sounds pretty good. I'll give you guys a sample of that in a second. So this is a 720 display. There's an 84% screen to body ratio at 20:9. It has the Helio G35 processor in here, and it is slow. Photos and videos are the main things people do with cell phones now, especially people who are on a budget looking to pick up something like this, hoping that it has decent cameras and video. So I will just say this. There's an 8 megapixel camera in the front. It is decent and good lighting. The same on the back. You get a 13 megapixel camera here. You only get 1 camera. This is only a depth sensor. When it comes to video resolution, you only get 1080p 30 frames per second max on the rear, and on the front, the exact same, 1080 30 frames max. It will shoot in 720 at 30 on the front as well as on the rear. There is no stabilization, no in-body stabilization at all. So let's open up these cameras real quick. Now when it comes to video, I'm gonna show you samples of video in the front as well as video getting up and walking with this thing. It is horrific because there is no stabilization. But the same gimbal that I'm using right now to shoot this video with, I put it on this phone and I did a quick video. The only issue with that was focusing. If you pay close attention, you will see it pulsing as I move and it shows different things. It pulses because it has a hard time focusing, okay? But if you're sitting steady with this thing and you're just blogging, you got it on a tripod or you got it on a gimbal and you're not doing a whole lot of movement, this is fine at 1080p 30 frames per second. You can upscale it and post to 4K like I did this video and just put everything in 4K 30, 60 or whatever you're trying to do and post. That's not a problem, all right? So battery life, and this is the last thing, is battery life. Battery life on this thing is actually pretty damn good. Since I've had it and been using it, I did recharge it this morning, but I could go, because it was down to about 15, 20% after 2 days. And this is from normal use. Now I do use 2 devices and this is on normal use. Now I will say this, if you're not a heavy user, you might get 3 days out of this thing, not being a heavy user. But if you're playing a lot of games, you're on social media a lot, you'll probably get a day and a half, 2 days out of this 5,000 milliamp battery, because nothing here really draws a lot of power. Not even the cameras, not even video with this big battery in with that processor. It's a pretty good combination that they have, processor with the 5,000 milliamp battery, okay? This is a decent phone. It'll get you through, it'll make you through an entire day. It'll serve its purpose with phone calls, text messages, WhatsApp, YouTube, Google Translator, Google Assistant, all that stuff, this device can handle no problem. But if you're trying to find a gaming phone to play more intense games, this is not it. If you're trying to get a device where you can use it for YouTube, right? Like you want to run your entire channel off this device, you could do it, right? But you need to be in perfect lighting in order to pull that off with this device. All right, guys, so that's it for this video, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody watching as always. And until the next time, guys, I'm out. Peace.